That's mother-in-law. All right, everybody, welcome to the Zoomers to Boomers Improv Fall 2023 Showcase. Woo! Yay! So this is our cast here, and we're about to meet them. But first of all, we're going to introduce ourselves, your humble facilitators. So my name is Yael Shai, and I'm the founder of Zoomers to Boomers Improv and co-facilitator. I'm a baby boomer. I'm 67 years old and I live in the San Francisco Bay, California. I've been improvising for about 20 years and it's one of my great passions in life. And Gary, would you introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, I'm Gary. I'm on the other end of our cast list. I am a elder millennial, 43 years young, live in San Diego, California. Been improvising for the last 15 years. So happy to be here.
Yay. And Zoomers to Boomers Improv was founded towards the beginning of the pandemic because we couldn't improvise in person and we needed to connect online. And we discovered that that gave us the freedom to connect with people of all ages and all cultures and internationally around the world. So we have people from all different parts of the country and other countries as well. So you're going to meet them in a moment. And our philosophy is that the arts help bridge gaps between age groups and cultures. So I'm going to remind everybody to please be muted except for our cast members. So if you're an audience member, you know who you are. So Pamela, if you can make sure that you're muted and your camera is off, because it's like you're sitting in a theater and you're watching a show. And so your camera will be off, because if your camera's on, you're in the show.
Oh, yeah, you could have. You could have.
What? Yeah, there we go.
Your sister's
we're good. We're good. Okay. So I believe with all my heart in the power of the arts to bring people together and to cross those generational boundaries and those cultural differences. And so we're going to show you what we've been doing for the past 8 weeks. First, we're going to introduce ourselves. So cast members, get ready, turn your microphones on. We're just going to say our names and do a gesture so the audience gets to meet us. So Yael,
Amelia,
Austin,
Catherine,
Buddha,
Don Sloven.
Pat,
Abigail,
Sharon,
Simon.
Rob.
Marilyn,
Barbara,
And Gary.
yay. And our group this time, we're missing 2 people tonight who couldn't make it tonight, but we had a group of 14 participants spanning in age from 20 somethings to 70 somethings and from 5 countries, all playing improv online at the same time. So now you're going to get a chance to meet them a little bit. We're going to play a game called That's Me. So cast members, get ready. Who is in their 20s?
that's me.
Yay. And we have one other 20 something, but he couldn't be here tonight. Who's in their 30s?
that's me.
Hey, who's in their 40s?
That's
That's
me.
me.
Who's in their 50s?
that's me.
Who's in their 60s?
that's me.
Who's in their 70s?
That's me.
Yay. So you see, we have quite an age span. Let's do geography. Who is here from the West Coast of the United States?
That's me.
Me.
Who's here from the East Coast of the United States?
That's
me.
Who's from the middle of the United States? Anybody? Nope, not this time, but we've had them in the past. Who's here from Canada?
That's me.
Who is here from the Philippines?
That's me.
Who's here from India?
That's me.
And who is here from Vietnam, but is originally from Switzerland?
That's me.
And Rob, by the way, lives in Philippines, but originally from the US. So we're quite a multicultural group. We have many, many languages represented. Let's see, let's do something else. How many people here love to dance?
That's me.
That's me.
Who's an avid reader? Do we have any avid readers? Really love reading?
That's me.
Me.
That's me.
Who likes hiking and doing outdoor stuff?
That's
That's
me.
me.
Who are our animal lovers?
That's
That's-
That's
me.
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 And who loves the improv?
That's
That's
me.
me. Woo! Okay, so that's our group audience. We've spent this time really getting to know each other, and we've become a community. And our members, we've been together for 3 years now, since 2020, and they describe themselves as a family. And nothing warms my heart more than that, because that was our goal. So over to Gary for our next game.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. What we're going to do for our next activity, it is going to require you, audience members, to participate in the chat. This next activity, this next game is called Story Spine. And our cast here, we're going to co-create a story. But to get us started, we're going to need a name of a title of a story that does not exist, that is made up for the first time here. So if you can put a few things in the chat, stories that you are making up right on the spot, I'm going to pick one of those.
And Gary, while people are doing that, I just want to recognize Barbara's husband, Jen, had a really good suggestion. Our cast has turned on hide non-video participants, but if the audience does that too, it's really helpful. You click on view in that upper right corner and click on hide non-video participants, and then you just see the cast. You don't see the audience. It's less confusing that way.
Yep.
Good idea.
Great idea. Thank you so much. Alrighty then. Ooh, all right. This is going to be an amazing one. The one that I'm choosing, thank you for your suggestions in the chat. For our Story Spine story, we are going to be telling the story of Leprechaun Dreams. Oh, amazing. All right. And the Story Spine has a framework. So for our ensemble members, I'm going to paste it into the chat so that you can have it. Here we go. There we go. Story Spine. This is going to be the story of Leprechaun Dreams. We're going to start with Yael to kick it off, and we're going to end with myself and begin when you're ready, Yael.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a little leprechaun named Seamus who loved to dream of wild and crazy things.
Every day, Seamus would think of these wild dreams while looking for the gold at the end of the rainbow.
But one day, there was a knock at the door. Who was it?
And Catherine?
Seamus reluctantly opened the door only to find a giant wizard.
And because of that, she was excited and yet a bit nervous to see the giant wizard.
And because of that, Seamus looked up at the wizard because the wizard was so terribly tall and said, "You're really tall."
And because of that, Seamus decided to become friends with the wizard.
Because of that, the wizard took his magic powers and made Seamus disappear.
And because of that, Seamus landed in another land.
Because of that, he started to cry a bit. Because of that, Seamus just wanted to go home.
Until finally I said, "You can borrow my broom and fly home if you'd like."
And ever since then, Seamus has been really afraid to have dreams because this one didn't turn out quite like he thought.
And the moral of the story is, be careful what you wish for, because sometimes it may come true and it may not be what you really, really want. Yay! Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so Gary, you're going to do this next one too, right?
I am. I'm going to do the next one. So that was last one that we just did was Story Spine, and now we're going to do our next game, which is called Rant and rave. For
Gary,
this,
Gary, let me just interject for a moment because we have some people who just joined us. If
Yeah.
you're joining us, dear audience, we're so happy you're here. Would you please make sure that your microphone is turned off, you're on mute, and your camera is off so that we just have our cast members who we can hear and see. Thank you so much. Go for it, Gary.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to spotlight our players for this one, which is Kat and Rob.
Abigail and Catherine.
Abigail. Whoop.
Me.
And
Catherine's number 4.
Number 4.
Yep.
All right. So for this activity that is called Rant and Rave, what we're going to need from you, audience, into the chat is what are just random things that people would have like a neutral response to, like pizza or the weather or swimming. Just random things. Please put that into the chat.
Songs.
Cool. Awesome. Alrighty then. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pick some of your things that you put in the chat, and our players are either going to rant about them or they're going to rave about them. So if they rant about them, they're going to talk about why it's not a great thing in the world, and if they rave, why they love it so much. And we're going to go back and forth, and it's going to be completely chaotic, and it will all make sense in the end. So what I'm going to pick, the first thing I'm going to pick is gardening. And you know what, Kat? You are going to rant about gardening, and Rob, you're going to rave about gardening. Kat ranting about gardening, Rob raving about gardening. And then the next thing that I'm going to choose is tightrope walking. Tightrope walking. And Abigail, you're going to rave. You're going to rave about tightrope walking. And Catherine, you're going to rant about tightrope walking. So our players, you know what your assignments are?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. When I call your name, that is your cue to start. So just be paying attention. We're going to start with Rob.
Gardening? No, come closer. Come closer. Gardening is my life. It has changed me for the better. It has changed my community. My family is whole again. I have a relationship with my mother, mostly because of tomatoes.
And stop, Cat.
I mean, gosh, why do we have to garden? Like, I know we have to like make food and stuff, but why do we have to like dig in the earth? It makes our food so disgusting and dirty and gross. Like, why can't we just synthesize it with chemicals and something
And
like
stop.
that? Like that would.
Abigail.
Oh, tightrope is so good. I could balance all day on it, and I could be star of the show, just balancing and being a ballerina, going back and forth all day, and let the audience throw flowers on me.
And
while I'm
stop,
going to be
Catherine.
Dangerous and pointless. You want to go from point A to point B. There are so many ways that are more, faster, efficient, and insurable. You could drive, walk, and you don't
And
need
stop,
insurance.
Cat.
Oh my gosh. And the fact that you have to be outside in the sun or the rain, it's horrible. Like, why can't we just be inside all the time and then we can get food from the grocery store?
And stop,
decent...
Rob.
You can garden inside, Kat. Here, let me show you. You just take the living room floor, break through all the concrete, turn up the dust, and voila, corn. 6 months later, rows of corn as
And
high
stop,
as
Catherine.
My gosh. So you've got this rope, right? And you get from point A to point B. How do you retrieve the rope? There's no way. You're standing on it. No tightrope for me.
Stop, Abigail.
Oh, I love being on my tippy toes. It's so much fun on that rope. And just going back and forth all day.
Stop, Catherine.
Oh my gosh. Back and forth all day. Swing in the wind. Please. Your hair.
Stop. Rob.
In Taiwan, they are gardening on tight ropes. Now, it is so exciting.
And stop. Cat.
I could like not have anything to do with gardening. The fact that some people want to garden indoors absolutely disgusts me. Like you're bringing
Stop.
in
Rob.
It's beautiful. Nice little row that. You got a nice bean salad sitting right there in the air. Think of that.
Stop. Abigail.
Oh, and the tightrope. I could even ride a bike on the tightrope. Just go back and forth all day.
Stop. Catherine.
Please, again, not insurable. No tightrope. Have you seen one of those snap? Really?
Stop. Cat.
tight ropes and gardening at the same time? No, thank you. That's dangerous. That's dirty.
Stop. Rob.
It is life affirming. It fills me with the zest, the je ne sais quoi, the thing that I cannot name, but I know it is the dirt that gives me life.
And stop and scene. Yay, round of applause for our players. That was Red Rave. That was amazing.
Yay, awesome. Okay, so while Gary is unspotlighting them and Gary does double duty, he co-facilitates, and he's our tech whiz. Woo, he's amazing, wonderful multitasker. So I'm going to put something new in the chat. It's our next game that we're going to be playing. And audience members, the way you can show your love and appreciation to our cast who are working hard, sharing with you all their improv skills that they've been learning, is you can put things in the chat because you have your microphones off and your video off. So you can't even do the sign language applause, but you can put stuff in the chat and they will get your love that way. So don't forget to give them your love. You can have emojis, whatever you want. Show them that you appreciate what they're doing. Okay, our next game is mystery intros, and the whole cast is going to be in this. You're going to go 3 at a time. And if you look in the chat, you might have to scroll up just a little bit now because you've been getting lots of love and appreciation, which is great. Okay, mystery intros, 3 at a time. In improv, we create imaginary characters, unlike scripted theater where the playwright plans it all and you play that character. But in improv, we are creating characters in the moment. And usually you're in a scene, you create that character right there on the spot. But this game is one way to practice creating characters, and it's a group project. 3 people are going to work together to create a character. The first person is going to give an imaginary first and last name of a character, not a real person, imaginary first and last name. The second person out of the trio is going to give an adjective and occupation, like it could be a sleepy dentist, right? And then the third person gets to take that wonderful information. They've got the first and last name, they've got the adjective and the occupation. They then become that character. They introduce themselves as that character using whatever voice and physicality they think that person would have. So let's play this game. Our first 3 are going to be Amelia, Francine, and Catherine. So Amelia, you get to start with the first and last name.
Gustav Applebottom.
Gustav Applebottom. And Gary, can you put this in the chat? So Gustav Applebottom. What is this person? What is Gustav's occupation and adjective, Francine?
He's an apprentice baker, and he's very lively.
A lively apprentice baker. Okay, Catherine, you get to be Gustav, the lively apprentice baker. And would you introduce yourself to us?
Hello, everyone. My name is Gustav Applebottom. I am an apprentice baker, but I know that I could graduate. This is my spectacular apple kuchen souffle.
Yay, nice to meet you, Gustav. Awesome. Okay, now we have our next 3 people. We're going to have Pooja is the first person, then Don, and then Kat. So Pooja, we need a first and last name of an imaginary character.
Sandy Wisdom.
Sandy Wisdom. Okay, Gary's going to put that in the chat. And Don, what is Sandy Wisdom's occupation and adjective?
The overly energetic chess champion.
Okay, so Sandy Wisdom, the overly energetic chess champion. Kat, you get to be this awesome person. Would you please introduce yourself? It's in the chat. Sandy Wisdom, overly energetic chess champ. Kat.
Hi, my name is Sandy Wisdom. I love to play chess. And one of the things that I am constantly doing is thinking of strategies, thinking of schemes, thinking ahead of my opponent. And oh my gosh, I haven't had enough coffee today. I think I need to drink some more because I can't think fast enough in order to be ahead.
Yay. Thank you, team. Nice to meet you, Sandy. I hope you win your next match. Okay. All right. Our next three, we're going to have Abigail is the first person, then Sharon, and then Simon. So Abigail, we need an imaginary first and last name from you.
Oh, yes. Trinity Oppenheimer.
Trinity Oppenheimer, of course. And Sharon, what is Trinity Oppenheimer's occupation and an adjective?
She's a confused opera singer.
So Trinity Oppenheimer is a confused opera singer. And Simon, would you please introduce us to this character?
I have become the singer, destroyer of worlds. But why? Why have I become destroyer of worlds? I don't know.
Yay! Bravo, bravo, encore. Thank you, Trinity. Okay, so last we've got Rob and Barbara. And Gary, did we lose Marilyn? Oh, you're muted, Gary.
Here.
No, Marilyn's here.
Marilyn's here.
Marilyn,
Okay, when you turn your camera off, we don't see you, Marilyn. So awesome. Okay, so now we're going to have Rob is the first person, Marilyn is the second person, and Barbara is the third person. So cast members, remember to keep your cameras on so we can see you. So Rob, what's an imaginary first and last name for our next character?
Stefano van Gluckstein.
Oh boy, have fun spelling that, Gary. Stefano van Gluckstein, however he wants to spell it. In improv, we always accept whatever we're given, however he spells it, it's right. So he's got the name in there. And Marilyn, what is this person's occupation and an adjective?
They're a professional ice skater and they're clumsy.
A clumsy professional ice skater. So hang on, I'm looking for it in the chat. Gary's probably madly typing away. Was it Stefano was the first name?
Stefano, yep.
Stefano, okay, so Stefano, Barbara, Von Gluckstein. So Barbara, would you please introduce yourself as Stefano von Gluckstein, the clumsy professional ice skater?
My name is Stefano von Glutstein. I'm a professional ice skater.
Hey,
oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Somebody catch her!
Oh.
Yay! Well done, Cass. Let's give them a hand. So nice work creating these super fun characters. And it's part of what I love about improv is we get to just be kind of wild and crazy and create super fun imaginary characters. So over to Gary for our next scene.
Yay. Our next game is called Pillars. So before I explain it, let me spotlight Pooja and Don because they are going to be our actors. And so just like, you know, when you're in a play, you have your lines. But sometimes you forget a line and you need to have someone throw you a line. And that's where Abigail and Catherine's going to come in. So Abigail is going to be throwing Pooja lines, and Catherine is going to be throwing. I put
Gary,
Robert.
It's actually Catherine
Robert, not
Sharon.
Don. What?
Catherine and Sharon.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. We had some changes since our last rehearsal. So Catherine and Sharon are feeding the lines to Don and Pooja. They just need to know who's feeding them to who.
Yep. Cool. Oops. Sorry. Why did that come back? All right. Yes. All right. So that's correct. So Catherine is going to be feeding Pooja lines, and then Sharon is going to be feeding Don lines. So this is called Pillars. To get our players started in the chat, if you can put some locations in the chat, nondescript locations that you can find in every town, and also different relationships like boss and employee, mother, son, stuff like that. Go ahead and put that into the chat so we can get some inspiration to get started. And then just remember, Pooja and Don are our actors, and they're going to forget a line, and they're going to give a little cue. And what's going to happen is Catherine is going to feed Pooja a line, and Sharon is going to feed Don a line. All right, so this scene is going to be taking place in Fiji. Is going to be taking place in Fiji, and this is going to be a scene between an exterminator and a termite. This is going to be a very fun scene. We'll figure out who's the exterminator, who's the termite, and it's going to be taking place in beautiful Fiji. So, Pooja and Don, unmute yourself. Are you ready, players?
Yep.
You may begin.
Hey, you. Look at the amount of termite is there. Do you know what?
And that is your cue to give a Catherine.
Do you know what that building is made of?
Do you know what that building is made of?
Oh, yeah. It's made of wood. And you know what I like about wood? I like it because
It tastes delicious.
it tastes delicious.
I know that tastes delicious, but do you know what you're doing to the wall? And
Are you remodeling my home?
are you remodeling my home?
Oh, yeah, you could say that. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm remodeling your home. Yeah, because you know what? I want to
Make this into my home.
make this into my home.
You know what? I am so done with this. You are literally everywhere. And
I know you only eat raw wood, so I have matches.
I know you only eat raw wood, so I have matches for you.
Whoa, hey, lady, I didn't do nothing. I mean, I was just, I was just doing what I do. I mean, I'm just
A lonely termite that's a little bit hungry once in a while.
a lonely termite that's hungry every once in a while. I'm not going to bother anybody for too much.
I know you're not gonna bother everyone, but do you know the repair cost for this wood is?
Way more than a termite could afford.
Way more than a termite could afford.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't aware of that. Golly, I'm kind of sorry now. I mean, I was just, being who I am. I mean, I don't really have a choice in the matter. I
Just look for wood and then I eat it.
I just look for wood and eat it. I mean,
And scene! Yay! What a charming scene between that exterminator and that termite. Awesome. Thank you so much. Give our players some love in the chat. What a great scene. Yeah. Thank you, Mona. Great improv. Yes.
Yay. Another
And
thing
I feel bad
love,
for the termite too. Yes, I agree.
yes. Another thing I love about improv is we can play all kinds of characters, including animals, inanimate objects, emotions, someone of any age, gender. We can play anything. The sky's the limit. So we're now going to do for our next scene, it's called New Choice. And Gary, can you please spotlight Barbara and Simon? They are our two players. So this is how New Choice works. They're going to do a scene. The suggestion we're going to get from you, dear audience, is an occupation. So let's have an occupation that involves interaction between people. So put them in the chat. We'll see what kind of occupation suggestions we get. And somehow I knew someone was going to say that, Mona. That one, yeah, it's so old and done so much. We'll do something else. So let's put some occupations in the chat. Now, the way this works, it's called new choice. At any point, I'm going to be the director. I'm going to ring the bell and I'm going to call the actor's name, not the character's name, but the actor. So our actors are Simon and Barbara. Simon lives in Vietnam. Barbara lives in California. They're across the world, and through the magic of Zoom, they are here together. I will call their name and I'll say, for example, Simon, new choice, or maybe I'll say Barbara, new emotion, right? Or maybe Simon, new action. Maybe he's doing some sort of action. I want him to do a different sort of action. So they have to pivot in the moment and do something different, because improv requires us to not get stuck on one idea, but to be able to pivot in the moment and embrace change. Okay, so new choice. I'm looking for let's see. I like wrestler. The occupation is wrestler. One of you is a wrestler and the other person is going to be someone relating to the wrestler. So let's see. Looking to see what else we have. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take two of them. Let's have the wrestler and the locksmith. So I don't know. One of you is a wrestler. One of you is a locksmith. Maybe the wrestler is locked out. This way we get to take a couple of suggestions. One of you is a wrestler. One of you is a locksmith. Anything could happen. You may begin.
Robert, did you say that you couldn't get into the gym?
Yes, I am the amazing Robert, the Overtaker. And I can't, even with my fist, get into the gym. I can't get in. So I need your help.
Simon, new choice, new emotion.
I am so scared. Why doesn't my fist work? I am so scared.
Well, I am a locksmith, so I should be able to help out here so that you can get in, and you don't want to miss your bout with the monster.
Oh,
Barbara, new choice. Something different. Say something different.
You don't want to miss you don't want to miss on your session with your coach.
Yeah, I know. I'm very afraid that I missed the session because he doesn't give me candy otherwise. I get candy. So
What kind of candy? What kind of candy is special for a wrestler?
Well, the candy helps me grow the muscles, so it's candy.
Simon, new choice. Something different.
But I wanna finally beat the monster. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna eat so much candy.
I hope that candy has a lot of protein in it. Maybe it's made with soy.
Barbara, new choice.
Maybe that candy is really made from hummus.
Barbara, new choice.
Maybe that candy is made from ice cream.
Well, I shouldn't eat ice cream, the coach said. But I think, can you get in now? Were you able to get in? Can you do it? Or do I have to use my fist of power again?
I think that, I think it's open now.
Barbara, new choice. New choice. No, new choice, Barbara. You can't get in.
It doesn't seem to be working. I think I'm going to have to go back to the office and get more tools. That'll probably take a half hour.
Simon, new choice, new emotion. Simon, new emotion, new emotion.
Who? Me?
Yes, Simon, new emotion.
Oh, it's all
You got to
good.
get in. How are you going to get in?
Well, I'm gonna actually call my good friend, the Andre the Supergiant, and he's just gonna.
Simon, new choice, new choice.
Okay, I think how am I gonna get it in? I think I'm gonna go around the house and to the window. Can you help me?
Simon, new choice. Don't talk about it. Do it.
Okay, I'm going around the house and there's a window. Amazing. Okay, I can get up there. I'm in. That's the candy room. I'm in
Yay,
heaven.
and scene. Nice job. Give them a hand, everybody. Woo. It's hard because you get kind of stuck and it's like, what do you mean new choice? Very good job. Love it. Okay, and you can, audience, you can give them some love in the chat. And over to Gary for the next game.
Awesome. Our next game is called Paperclip. And what we're going to do, we're going to make tableaus or abstract sort of images that represent different things to create a group photo, group picture. That's what a tableau is. And to give us inspiration for our tableaus, I need you all to put into the chat different locations, different environments like the beach or inside of someone's pocket, whatever the case may be, whatever your inspiration is. And I'm going to pick some of them for our inspiration. And so our players are going to go off camera, and one at a time, they're going to come on camera, and they're going to state what they represent. And it's going to be something that can be found in that environment. And then we're going to go through everyone, and we're all going to create something, co-create this environment that you're going to use your imagination to understand. And so, oh my gosh, this is great. We have so many amazing things. I'm going to pick the Wild West Town. That's going to be the first tableau. If we have time, we might do another one. But Wild West Town is our suggestion. Players, when you are ready, you can come on one at a time.
I'm a showgirl.
Cool, showgirl. And Kat is going to unmute and state what.
Also.
Yay, too. Francine's going to unmute as well.
The doors opening of the bar.
Yeah, Barbara.
I'm the 6-shooter.
I'm the sheriff.
Sheriff. Catherine.
I'm the whiskey bottle in the saloon waiting for the sheriff.
Awesome, Amelia.
I'm the tumbleweed.
Nice. Looks like Dodd's on. Hi, Dodd. What's next?
I'm the belly that everyone bellies up to the bar from.
Yes. Simon, come on down.
I'm the horse looking in the bar.
The horse, yeah. Amazing stuff. Rob.
I'm the town drunk who went through the doors, bellied up to the bar, and grabbed the bottle of whiskey.
Love it. All right, we have a few more. Come on, Yael.
I'm a very nervous bartender.
Nice. Pooja and Marilyn. Yeah, Pooja, go ahead.
The drinks spilled down on the floor because of the nervous waiter.
Yay, awesome. Marilyn, and unmute yourself.
I'm the drink that's all over the floor.
Love it. And I am going to be anxiety that fills the air. Yay! Awesome.
Hey.
Amazing. That was great. But for time, we probably could do this on and on again, but we have such an amazing show and we have more things to get through. So show our players some love in the chat. We created that Wild West Town. I pictured it. I know you pictured it. And I'm going to turn it over to Yael for our next game.
Okay. We are going to do an exercise that Gary and I created specifically for Zoomers to Boomers Improv because we wanted to really address age stereotypes and ageism, and that's what we're pushing up against because we have discovered that we have so much more in common than what separates us in terms of different generations and age groups. So this is an age role reversal. And we've picked one of our elders and one of our youth to participate in this. So we've got Amelia, who's one of our youth participants, and Francine, who's one of our esteemed elders. They're also from 2 different countries. So it's international as well as intergenerational. And they're going to play the opposite role. So we're going to do a grandparent-grandchild scene. Amelia is going to play the grandparent. and Francine is going to play the grandchild. We're going to do it twice. The first time, they are going to just get all the old stereotypes out there. Amelia's going to be a stereotypical grandparent. All the stereotypes about grandparents, she can just throw them out there. And Francine is going to be a stereotypical grandchild, and they're going to play a scene for a little while until I say scene. And then we're going to do take two. They're still going to be the same role. Amelia will still be the grandparent. Francine will still be the grandchild. They're still switching to the opposite age. But now they're going to play against the stereotype the second time they do it. But first, let's see those stereotypes. And audience, we need your help. What is the situation between a grandparent and a grandchild that they could explore in this scene? What is the situation? What's going on? Go ahead and type something in the chat. I'm looking for suggestions. Let's see. Disagree about bedtime. Grandchild wants to sleep at boyfriend's house for first time after dating 6 months. Ooh, that's very specific, Mona. In fact, that's so specific. Let's go with it. So we're going to take Mona's suggestion. The grandchild, that's Francine, wants to sleep at her boyfriend's house for the first time. They've only been dating 6 months. Amelia is the grandparent, and she's going to react to this. You're going to be stereotypical. Are you ready? And begin.
Oh, Mammy, come on. I've known Travis for 6 months, and his parents are okay.
Sally, in
What?
my day, you couldn't even look at a boy, much less go to their house, much less sleep over. Are you kidding?
Yeah, and
Not till you're married, Missy, and not while you're under this roof. I'm telling you, you're not allowed to go.
Well, you know what?
End of discussion.
Well, Mammy, I can leave anytime. I am, 15 years old, and I'm just going to go to Travis's house, and that's it. That's all.
Well, the door will be locked if you try to come back in. I'm telling you now. He only wants one thing, okay? Do no sleeping over Travis's house.
We're not going to do anything. We're just going to, lay down and
You
sleep.
may not think so, but he's got other things in mind. I know.
And scene. Okay, that was pretty stereotypical. Awesome. We can give them a hand for that. They are now going to do take two. Same characters, but now they're going to play against stereotype. So Amelia is a grandparent that's not your usual grandparent, totally against that stereotype. Francine is not going to be the typical teenager, is going to be a completely different kind of a stereotypical teenager. Let's see, same situation, but new scene. Go.
Mammy, I've got a question. Travis, I've been dating him for about 6 months, and he wants me to sleep over at his house. What do you think? What do you think?
How do you feel about that?
Well, I told him I would have to ask my grandma,
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but I'm more interested in how you feel about that. That seems to be a really big step.
Yeah, I don't know what to think. Like, I was hoping you would tell me what to do. You should know.
I mean, I can't make the decision for you. If you and Travis seem to have a pretty solid relationship, and if you feel like, what does that mean for you to sleep over?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I don't know. My friends, they all do it,
Well,
but
whatever you
I
decide,
don't.
I'll support you. Just, really think it through. If we need to go to the gynecologist and get you on a birth control pill or something like that, you let me
Yeah,
know.
that would be safe, huh? Would you go with me?
Absolutely. I'm here for you.
Oh, thank you. You're the best. I'm going to tell all my friends to come and talk to you.
And scene. Yay. Give them a hand. An audience, you can go ahead and put the comments in the chat. What was it like first to see a stereotypical scene of, we all get these ideas in our head of what a typical teenager is like or what a typical grandparent is like, but then to play against the stereotype was so different and so refreshing and so nice. So awesome. And it was a lot more authentic, right? Okay, so this is what we do in Zoomers to Boomers Improv. We break down those stereotypes. Big hand for Amelia and Francine. And now we're going to do our final game. It involves our entire cast. So we're going to get everybody back up here. We will need all the cameras on. So if you're a cast member and your camera is off, you need to turn your camera on. Marilyn, you still with us? We need all the cameras on for the cast members. We're going to play freeze tag. So here's how freeze tag works. In improv, we often get a suggestion from audience members, but in this game, the suggestion actually comes from the cast members themselves. It comes from the position of their bodies. I'm going to start with two people. Our first two players are going to be Amelia and Catherine. And Gary can go ahead and spotlight those two. We're going to go in our numerical order. And I'm going to have them move around until I say freeze. And they're going to freeze in whatever position they're in. And they start a scene from that position. So they're only suggestions. They don't get a location or anything like that from you audience. It's just whatever suggestion they're in. So for example, if my hand's like this, because I've been moving around randomly, what could it be? Oh, it might be I have a headache, or it might be I just got hit in the head by a baseball. Maybe I'm a 9-year-old playing Little League. Whatever it is, they create a scene that's inspired by whatever position their body is in. So if you want to, you can stand or sit, but just make sure you get some movement and make sure you remember to move. And when I'm going to have them start a scene after they freeze, and then we'll see, they're going to be replaced by the next two cast members who will take the exact same positions in whatever position they freeze, but they do a brand new scene. Different characters, different situation, different location. Okay, and go ahead, move around randomly. Catherine and Amelia, don't plan, just move random, move. Freeze! Start from there.
Yeah, so then this is the way the dance goes, right, Sally?
I feel so stiff, Emily.
I know, you just gotta flow with it. Feel that flow. Just go with it.
Wow. So when are we going to the
freeze!
club?
Freeze! Okay, next two people come on. Francine, I'm gonna have you take Amelia's position, and Pooja take Catherine's position. So get your hands exactly as theirs are. And then Gary's gonna unspotlight the two who just performed. We thank you for your service. We have a brand new scene with Francine and Pooja, different characters, different situation, go.
I know this Holi is there, but let's not spoil our clothes. We just, got ourselves washed off.
Oh, well, I thought I would, just go with it and just pretend, Yeah.
Why not? We should do that. We'll also keep the
freeze!
eye that moves.
Freeze! Okay, and the next two, I hit my bell so hard it fell over. Okay, so just freeze there. The next two, we've got Dawn and Kat. So Dawn, take Francine's position. Kat, take Pooja's position. It's going to be a brand new scene, brand new situation, new characters, and begin.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Ready to go from here. And I need some flute. Over here. Yep. Okay. And more.
Freeze. Done. Freeze. Done. Freeze. Put your hands back up where they were. Done. Put your hands back up on your head. That's when I froze you. Done. Thank you. Okay, next two people. Okay, Abigail, take Don's position, and Sharon, take Kat's position. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye to Kat and Don and Abigail and Sharon. Brand new scene. Go.
Oh, I have such a headache.
Really? Maybe this will help. Let me take this light bulb out of the lamp and see if maybe the bright light is causing the headache.
Oh no, I'm gonna get blind that way.
No, I turned it off. Look.
Freeze! No, put your hand back up, Sharon. Put your hand back up where it was. Good. Next two people. Love it. Next two people. Okay, let's see who we've got. Gary is spotlighting.
Sorry. Yep. Sorry, my computer's going a little bit slow here. It
Oh
comes.
no, I love it when that happens. Don't we love technology? Yes, Rob, take Abigail's position, and Marilyn, will you take Sharon's
It's
position?
not Marilyn, it's me. Sorry.
Oh, sorry,
Oh.
that's my bad. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sorry, we need Simon, I guess. Sorry, Marilyn, you'll come back later.
You're gonna be next. Sorry. My bad.
That's okay. Computers get tired too. Sometimes
Glitchy.
they need a rest. Okay, yes. So Simon, you're taking Sharon's position. Rob is taking Abigail's, and we will say goodbye to those two. We have a brand new scene with Rob and Simon. New situation, new characters, and go.
I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Oh, no. It's amazing. We're going to collect the magic orb. And then we can dominate the world.
Freeze! Oh, Rob, put your hands back up where they were, where you can see them. Yes, thank you. Okay, next two. Next two. Now we've got Marilyn. Marilyn, we need you on camera. Marilyn and Barbara. Marilyn, you still with us? There she is. Marilyn, please take Rob's position. Barbara is taking Simon's position. We say goodbye to Rob and Simon. Thank you for your service. And I believe, is this our last group?
Last one.
Okay, last scene. Start. Put your hands back up where they were, Marilyn, so we have something to work with, and start a new scene. Go. Oh, Barbara, you're muted. You need to unmute. Barbara, turn your microphone on.
Sorry.
It's okay. Go.
Dr. Sammy, my tooth hurts so much. Do you think you could fix it for me?
Didn't I tell you not to eat all that candy for Halloween? Yes, I'll fix it, but I'm not going to say I told you so.
Halloween is a long time ago. I'm eating pumpkin pie these days.
Yeah, well, you probably got that cavity on Halloween, but let me take a look. Here.
And freeze. Gary, since they're the last two, how about you and I come in and replace them?
Cool.
Freeze in that position, Marilyn. Freeze in that position, Barbara. Okay, so Gary and I are going to come in. We'll do the final round here. So Barbara, take your position again. I'll take Barbara's. Gary, you can take Marilyn.
Cool. All right, hold please. And I'm going to remove, hold on.
Big hand for Gary, who is performing while doing tech. That's quite a feat.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh boy, catnip. Daddy, catnip.
For my lovely Tabby. There you go.
Oh, daddy.
Give me licks, give me licks. I just love my cat.
Does that mean you're going to get rid of the dog?
You know, I'm thinking about it because the dog does not give me licks like you.
And see. Okay, let's bring everybody back. Yay. Sometimes the facilitators like to play too. Gary and I love to do improv, so it's fun for us to play with our group sometimes. So that was our last game that we're sharing with all of you. But going to do just a few announcements and a thank you bow and takeaways, and then we always end with a farewell dance. So let me grab something here that I'm going to put in the chat. Unless, let's see, Gary, can you grab that last little bit to put in the chat while I'm talking?
Yep, I got you.
Awesome. So this is the final night of our fall session. We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back in the coming year, 2024, March through May. And Gary is putting that information in the chat. So you now have the information of our website and the dates of our next session. It's going to be Tuesday nights, 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. People from all over the world and all ages can participate. We basically take from teens on up. So if you know anybody age 13 to whatever, I think we had one gentleman in his 80s join us once. So you can get more information. You can let us know you want to be on our email list, and we'll let you know when the next session starts. Occasionally we do one-shot workshops too, sometimes on weekends, because then we can include people in Europe. This time slot, we get people from Asia and people from North America, but Europe, they're asleep. So we occasionally do weekend workshops so our friends in Europe can join us. So right now I'm going to ask each of our members to give a one word takeaway. You've been together for 8 weeks. One word, choose your word carefully. What's something you're taking away from what we did these 8 weeks? And then we'll do our thank you bow and our farewell dance. So think about what word you want to choose. And we'll go in numerical order again, might as well. So Amelia, what are you taking away from this experience?
Connection.
Connection. Thank you. Catherine.
A connection.
Yay. I see a connection here. Okay. Francine.
Laughter.
Laughter. Nice. Pooja.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Yes. Don.
Respect.
Respect. Nice. Kat.
Community.
Community. Lovely. Abigail.
A commitment.
Commitment. Yes. Sharon.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. Simon.
Durian.
It's an in-joke, folks. It's his favorite fruit. And Simon found a way to put durian in every scene. People either love or hate durian. So we had a lot of laughs about that. Rob, what are you taking away?
Fun.
Fun. Nice. Marilyn, how about you?
Someone took my word, community and fun.
We can share words. Community and fun. Lovely. Barbara.
Amazing creativity of you guys.
Amazing creativity. Thank you. Gary.
And love.
Love. Gratitude. I'm taking away a lot of gratitude from this because this is my favorite thing in the world, working with all of you. And let's do a final bow for our audience. Are you ready, cast? And then we're going to end with our farewell dance. We always end every class session with dancing because we're on Zoom. We're kind of sitting and we get up and we dance and we move. But first, let's do our bow. Everybody unmute. Are you ready? On the count of 3. Make sure your microphone's on. Pooja, mic on, mic on, mic on. It'll be cacophony. That's okay. Are you ready for our thank you bow? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everybody. Yay. Yay, audience. This is our cast. And audience, you can go ahead and turn on your cameras and turn on your microphones because now I'm going to give you a chance to cheer for them. Audience, please go ahead and reveal yourself because we finished with our performance. Turn on your cameras, turn on your microphones, and let's give a lot of applause and cheering for these wonderful improvisers of all ages and all backgrounds all over the world. Let's hear it. Woo!
Yay! Great job.
Yay!
Great job.
And Gary is also an amazing DJ. So DJ Gary, will you take us out with a song and we will dance?
Yes. So for our final dance, it's called the Spotlight Dance. I'm going to play some music. Y'all are going to start dancing, but how we do it, Zoomers to Boomers, when I spotlight someone, they're going to start dancing. You're going to see them nice and big, and I want you to copy their dance as if this is one large synchronized dance. We're going to do just our players. We're not going to put you in the spotlight, but if you want to turn on your camera and dance or keep your camera off and dance, your choice. This is one of our favorite songs, and here we go. You see people spotlighted, you copy them.
We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my
Go Amelia! Yeah, go girl.
We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing.
Go Catherine.
Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I want to know all of the people around us. They say, can they be that close? Just let me speak for the record. We're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got
Done.
We we just begun to get our share of this world's delight.
Go Sharon!
High hopes we have for the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed.
Simon!
Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no,
Hurrah!
this is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me.
Go Marilyn!
Sing it to me. Oh, I can hear you, God.
Go Barbara! Gary!
Living life is fun and we just begun to get our share of this world's delight.
All right, now everyone dance.
High hopes we have
Everybody
for
dance!
the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule.
Audience too, you can join us.
Have
Dance.
faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong.
You're all one big family.
This is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me. I got all my sisters with me. Sing it to me. We are family. Oh, I can hear you, God. Yes, everybody sing. We have faith in you and the things you do. Hey, hey, I got all my sisters with me.
Audience, join us. You can turn your cameras on and dance with us. Join us, audience. Nice finger dancing, Leanne.
Awesome. Yay.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Thank you for coming to our audience. Let's give our audience a hand. Thank you so much for joining us. Yay. Improv is so much more fun when you have other people sharing it with you and giving suggestions and giving positive feedback. Thank you, dear audience. Maybe some of you will join us in the future. Thank you to our players. Oh my goodness. And you know, I don't even have to say this. There's so much pain going on in the world these days. And this is such an antidote to that, right? People are fighting with each other over cultural, religious differences. And in this group, we are all the same. We are all one family. So thank you for helping us make that statement in the world. We love you all. We hope you'll be back for another session. I go through withdrawal every time we take a break because this is the highlight of my week. So let's have one big final cheer. We'll say goodbye to our audience, and cast members, you get to stay. We'll have a little cast party. So thank you, audience. You gave us wonderful, wonderful suggestions. Thank you so much, and great feedback from you. Thank you so much.